be me, 32, marketing manager at a tech startup pulling $95,000, MBA from a solid program, reformer Pilates 3 times a week, own my car outright. I'm what they call a high-value woman. At least, that's what my TikTok feed keeps telling me. Sunday night, 9 p.m, I'm staring at my phone on my pristine white couch looking at a text thread that's basically a crime scene at this point. Me, Thursday, 6:47 p.m. Hey, how's your week going? Brandon, Thursday, 9:23 p.m. Busy with work? Talk soon. That was 3 days ago. I'd sent a follow-up Saturday morning, left on read, 8 weeks. We'd been seeing each other for 8 weeks, had the exclusivity talk, slept together. I thought this was going somewhere real. Men are so freaking weird, I announced to Priya, who's cross-legged on the floor doing a face mask. Brandon literally said he wanted something serious. Now he's ghosting. Priya doesn't even look up. Babe, he probably got intimidated. Guys can't handle women who don't need them. I screenshot Brandon's profile to my group chat with the caption, "Another one bites the dust." 3 responses come in immediately, all variations of "his lost queen" and "men are trash." But I'm distracted because Instagram just lit up my phone. Ryan is engaged. My stomach drops. Ryan, my ex from college, the one I dumped senior year after he asked me to move to Phoenix with him for his engineering job. I'd called him controlling when he said something about building our future together. Like, excuse me, I had my own future to build. My thumb moves on autopilot. Click his profile. Click the fiancé's tag, Stephanie. I scroll through her Instagram like I'm gathering evidence. She's 28, works at a gym, personal trainer or front desk, hard to tell. Her feed is that basic aesthetic, sunset photos, green smoothie bowls, Bible verse graphics. Blessed beyond measure. Thankful for this man who works so hard for us. There's a photo of her in Ryan's college football jersey. Caption, cheering on Babe's team. Comments from Ryan are under every post. Heart emojis. My beautiful girl. Can't wait to marry you, baby. The engagement photo. He's looking at her like she's the only person in the world. I feel nauseous. You good? Priya glances over. My ex from college just got engaged. I flip my phone around. Priya squints at Stephanie's feed, then shrugs. What's she do? Works at a gym. Priya snorts. And he's an engineer. Men love that. The whole I'm the provider ego thing. She probably worships him. I should feel like I dodged a bullet, but instead I'm scrolling further back. There's a post from 6 months ago, her surprised face, Ryan in the background holding flowers. This man surprised me at work just because. Ryan's comment, you deserve it every day. I remember when Ryan tried to surprise me at my internship once, sophomore year. I'd been annoyed, told him I was busy, couldn't he see I was working? He never did it again. I lock my phone and grab the wine bottle from the counter. I just don't get it, I say, pouring a very full glass. Like, what does she have that I don't? I have a degree, a career, independence. I travel. I don't need a man, I want one. Isn't that supposed to be more attractive? Priya nods enthusiastically. Literally. You're the whole package. Men are just intimidated by strong women. I don't mention that when Brandon told me about leading a big presentation, I'd responded with, oh nice. Yeah, I just closed a campaign that generated 40% more leads than our Q1 projections. Brandon had gotten quiet after that. But was I supposed to not mention my accomplishments? I open my Hinge profile. Look at my prompts. I'm looking for someone ambitious who can keep up a life goal of mine. VP by 35. I'm the type of partner who splits everything 50-50 and doesn't need to be taken care of. My phone buzzes, the group chat. Jess? Men literally want a bang maid who worships them, I guess. Tasha. Wait, is Ryan the one who wanted you to move for him? Bullet dodged, babe. Me. Right? Like, imagine giving up your whole life for a man. I screenshot the responses to my story with, real ones no, but when I'm alone in my room, an hour later, getting ready for bed, I can't shake the image of Ryan looking at Stephanie in that engagement photo. Nobody's ever looked at me like that. I tell myself it's because I intimidate men, because I'm too successful, too independent. But there's this tiny, horrible voice in the back of my head that whispers, what if it's something else? I open my notes app and start typing, why am I single? Underneath, I list what should be working. Good job, $95,000 salary. MBA from USC-owned car. Good credit fit. Take care of myself. Traveled to 6 countries alone. Financially independent, I stare at the list. It's a resume, a LinkedIn profile. I add one more line. So why did Ryan choose a girl who works at a gym? I delete it immediately. Too bitter. Instead, I write, men are intimidated by successful women. That's the only explanation. But I don't sleep. I keep thinking about Stephanie's caption. Thankful for this man who works so hard for us. When's the last time I was thankful for a man instead of evaluating whether he measured up? Brandon had once told me about his fantasy football league, excited because his team was doing well. I'd said, that's so dumb, it's literally just random chance. He'd stopped mentioning it after that. Ryan used to invite me to watch his favorite team play. I'd roll my eyes, call it toxic masculinity worship, suggest we do something more productive. I grab my phone again, look at the engagement post one more time. There's a comment from what looks like Ryan's mom. Stephanie, we are so blessed to have you joining our family. I remember his mom was always kind of cold to me, polite, but distant. I'd thought it was because she was traditional and I was too feminist for her. What if it was just because I was kind of a bitch? The thought hits me like cold water. I open my text thread with Brandon one more time. Just busy with work. Talk soon. What if he's not intimidated? What if he's just done? I think about our dates. I'd corrected him once when he mentioned a marketing term wrong. I'd split every check down to the dollar. Once I Venmo requested him for $3.47 for the tip difference. When he'd complimented my dress, I'd said, thanks. I didn't wear it for you though. I'd thought I was setting boundaries, being independent. What if I was just hard to be around? Tomorrow I'll tell myself I'm better off. Tomorrow I'll post something empowering about knowing my worth. But tonight, alone in my minimalist apartment with my vision board that says CEO and independent and self-made, I feel something I haven't let myself feel in years. Lonely. Wednesday afternoon, I'm at the coffee shop near my office meeting Nathan for our usual catch-up. Nathan's a senior developer at my company, been friends for 2 years, never hit on me, has a girlfriend who's a nurse. Safe, platonic, honest. I need honest right now. So Brandon's officially done, I say, stirring my oat milk latte. 3 days of silence, then he unmatched me on Hinge this morning. Nathan winces. Sorry, Em. That's rough. And my ex from college just got engaged to a girl who works at a gym. I don't know why I'm telling him this. Like, I have an MBA and she works the front desk at Planet Fitness. Nathan's quiet for a second. He does this thing where he chooses his words carefully, and I can see him doing it now. Can I say something you're probably not gonna like? My stomach tightens. Sure. He shifts in his chair. You're not single because men are intimidated by you. I feel my jaw clench. Then why? Because you don't make men feel good. The words land like a slap. What's that supposed to mean? I'm supposed to coddle their egos? See? That right there. Nathan leans forward. I'm trying to help you, and you're already getting defensive. You're already making it about egos and coddling instead of just being nice. I am nice. M. He says it gently. When's the last time you asked Brandon about something he cared about? And actually listened, not just waited for your turn to talk about your stuff? I open my mouth, close it. Think about Brandon telling me about his fantasy football team, about his presentation and work, how I'd responded to both. My girlfriend Sarah, Nathan continues, makes less than half what I do. You know what she said when I got my promotion last month? I'm so proud of you, babe. Not, well, I'm getting promoted too. Not competing, just happy for me. That's what I'm talking about. So I should just dim my light? Play small? Nathan looks tired. It's not about playing small. It's about not treating every conversation like a competition. Men don't care about your job title the way you think they do. That's literally sexist, Nathan. Is it? Or is it just reality? He takes a sip of his coffee. What do men actually want? We want someone loyal, someone who respects us, someone who's pleasant to be around. Your career is great for you, but it doesn't make us more attracted to you. It's just neutral. I feel something hot behind my eyes. So what? I should be like Ryan's fiancée. Post Bible verses and wear his football jersey? I don't know Ryan's fiancée. But I bet she makes Ryan feel valued, feel like a man, feel like she's with him, not against him. Nathan pauses. When's the last time you made a guy feel like that? I think about Brandon, about Ryan, about the 3 guys before them. I support guys, I say weakly. I'm independent. I don't need their money. That's not support, Em. That's just not being a burden. Support is being excited about their wins, respecting what they bring to the table, making them feel needed, not financially, but emotionally, like they matter. Feminism literally taught us that needing a man is... I'm not talking about needing a man to survive. I'm talking about making someone feel valued. He looks at me seriously. Do you think Brandon felt valued by you? The question sits between us like a grenade. I think about Venmo requesting him $3.47, correcting his marketing terminology, saying, I didn't wear it for you when he complimented my dress. I was setting boundaries. I whisper, you were being difficult. Nathan's voice is kind but firm. And I say this as your friend. Guys don't want to commit to difficult. We want femininity, warmth, softness, a partner, not a competitor. That's so freaking old-fashioned. Cool. Nathan stands up, grabbing his coffee. Keep calling reality old-fashioned and see where it gets you. He pauses before leaving. Sarah makes me feel like the best version of myself. Not because she's beneath me. She's smart as hell, but because she genuinely respects me and values what I bring. That's what makes me want to put a ring on it. Think about that. He walks out. I sit there, my coffee going cold, staring at nothing. Nathan's words are looping in my head. When's the last time you made a guy feel valued? Men want femininity, warmth, softness. I think about last Thursday. Brandon texted me about a rough day. His boss criticized his project in front of the team. I'd responded, that sucks. My boss loved my pitch today, though, finally getting recognized for my work. He'd left me on red for 3 hours after that. At the time, I thought he was being petty. Now I'm realizing I didn't even ask if he was okay. Didn't offer support, just made it about me. I remember Sarah, Nathan's girlfriend, dropping off lunch for him at the office once. Homemade soup because he'd mentioned feeling sick that morning. She'd kissed his forehead, said, "Feel better, babe," and left. The guys in his pod had looked jealous. I'd thought it was performative. Extra. When's the last time I did something like that for anyone? I walk back toward my office, passing a couple in the plaza. The girl's laughing at something the guy said, touching his arm, looking up at him like he's fascinating. He's literally just talking about his car. She's not analyzing whether he's good enough. She's just there with him. Present. Warm. What if Nathan's right? Number. No, he's just buying into patriarchal bullshit. Men should value intelligence and success. They should want an equal partner. But my therapist's voice echoes from a session 6 months ago. Emma, how's that working for you? It's not working. Obviously, it's not freaking working. I open my notes app, scroll to the list I made Sunday night. Add one more line. What if the problem isn't them? I stare at it for a full minute before closing the app and walking back to my office, feeling like the ground just shifted under my feet. Saturday night, my younger sister Isabella's engagement party. She's 23, teaches second grade, makes maybe $42,000. Her fiancé Connor is an electrician. They met at a brewery 2 years ago. I'm watching them from across my parents' backyard. Connor's arm is around Isabella's waist, and she's introducing him to our aunt. This is my amazing fiancé, Connor. He just got his contractor's license. I'm so proud of him. Connor lights up, kisses her temple. Nobody's ever introduced me like that, like they were proud to be with me. My mom appears next to me with wine. Isn't this wonderful? Isabella's always been so supportive and loving. Connor's a lucky man. The word choice stings. Supportive, loving, not successful, not accomplished. Later, I corner Isabella in the bathroom while she's touching up her lipstick. Can I ask you something weird? She turns, smiling. Sure. Don't you ever worry about, I don't know, not having a big career? Connor makes more than you. Doesn't that bother you? Isabella's face scrunches in confusion. Why would that bother me? I love teaching. Connor's proud of me. I'm proud of him. She touches my arm. Em, it's not a competition. We're a team. We build each other up. But what about your independence? Your ambitions? I am independent. I have my own money, my own life. But I also have a partner I love supporting. Those things aren't mutually exclusive. She pauses. Are you okay? I force a smile. Yeah, just happy for you. But I'm not okay. I'm watching Connor look at Isabella the same way Ryan looked at Stephanie, the same way Nathan looks at Sarah. Nobody looks at me like that. Monday morning, LA Fitness. I'm on the leg press when I notice her. Maybe 26, pretty, but nothing special. Basic Lululemon leggings. A guy approaches her at the squat rack. Hey, your form's really good. You compete? She smiles. Genuinely. Warmly. No, just for fun. Are you into powerlifting? They talk for 5 minutes. She's engaged, asking questions, laughing. He asks for her number. She gives it, still smiling. 10 minutes later, different guy asks me about the rowing machine. How long do you usually go? 20 minutes. I don't look up from my phone. Cool. I'm trying to build endurance for... That's nice. I put in my earbuds. He walks away. I watch the warm girl leave with the first guy. They're going to grab smoothies. She wasn't hotter than me. Didn't have a better body. She was just nicer. Warmer. Present. The realization sits in my chest like a stone. Wednesday evening, I match with Alex on Hinge. Finance guy, 34, decent profile. We agree to meet for coffee. I'm nervous in a way I haven't been in years. I've made a mental note. Don't compete. Ask questions. Be warm. Alex talks about a project at work. Old me would have interrupted with my campaign wins. New me asks follow-up questions. Actually listens. Wow, he says, leaning back. You're really easy to talk to. Most first dates feel like job interviews. The phrase hits different. Easy to talk to. Not challenging, not intimidating. Easy. When he asks about my work, I keep it simple. Don't list accomplishments. He seems genuinely interested, but doesn't dwell on it. I'd really like to see you again, he says as we leave. I smile. Me too. That night, I tell the group chat about my new approach. Jess, girl no, don't dim your light for any man. Tasha, if he can't handle your success, he's not for you. Priya, this sounds like pick-me behavior. I stare at the messages, feel the pull to agree, to fall back into the safety of our echo chamber. Instead, I type, maybe I'm not dimming my light. Maybe I'm just being less of a bitch. I delete it, send instead, I hear you guys, just trying something different. Second date with Alex, Italian restaurant. The conversation flows. He mentions his ex halfway through dinner. She was successful, smart. But honestly, exhausting. Everything was a debate. I felt like I had to defend myself constantly. He looks at me. You're different. You seem secure, but not combative about it. My stomach flips. That's what I've been. Exhausting. Combative. Over tiramisu, I ask the question that's been burning in my head since Nathan's coffee shop intervention. Can I ask something kind of personal? What do men actually care about in women? Like really? Alex thinks for a moment. Attraction matters, obviously, but day to day, I want someone who's my partner, who respects what I bring to the table, who's loyal. He pauses. It's gonna sound old-fashioned, but femininity matters. Not like 1950s housewife stuff. Just warmth, softness, feeling like she's with me, not against me. I feel something crack open in my chest. Does career success make women more attractive to you? His face is careful but honest. It's neutral, like I want someone stable and passionate about their work. But it doesn't make me more attracted. What makes me want to commit is feeling valued. Feeling like she wants to be with me, not like she's just tolerating me. That night, alone in my apartment, I open my journal and write until my hand cramps. Alex asked me today what I bring to a relationship. I started listing my salary, my degree, my independence. He stopped me and said, "No? Like, how do you make your partner feel?" I couldn't answer. I've spent 10 years thinking my resume was my value. That needing someone was weakness. But Isabella doesn't out-earn Connor, and he's obsessed with her. Stephanie works at a gym, and Ryan chose her over me. Sarah makes half what Nathan does, and he's planning to propose. I text Nathan, "You were right. I was being exhausting. Thank you for saying it." Nathan, "Takes guts to admit that. Proud of you." I update my Hinge bio. Delete the accomplishments, the salary hints, the "don't need to be taken care of" line. New bio. Looking for someone to build with. Love good food and better conversation. It feels naked, vulnerable. Like I'm admitting I actually want this. Text Alex. Really enjoyed tonight. You're easy to be around. Alex. Back at you. Dinner, Friday. 3 months later. I'm at brunch with the group chat. First time seeing them since I started dating Alex seriously. "So it's official, Jess asks, eyebrow raised. "Yeah, it's good." "Does he know about your promotion?" Tasha asks. "I mentioned it." "He said congrats." I shrug. We mostly talk about other stuff. Priya leans in. "Do you ever feel like you're, playing small for him?" I think about how to answer. A year ago I would have said yes. Now, I feel like I'm finally playing for the right team instead of against everyone. Jess makes a face. "That's very pick-me of you, Em." "Maybe." I take a sip of my drink. But I'm happy. Actually happy. Not empowered and independent and still crying alone on Sunday nights? Happy. The table goes quiet. Tasha looks uncomfortable. Jess scrolls her phone. Priya shifts in her seat. You know you're just conforming to patriarchal expectations, right? Jess finally says. I open my mouth to defend myself, then close it. Am I? Or did I finally figure something out? My phone lights up. Alex. Missing you. Can't wait for tonight. I stare at the message, then at my friends' faces. One of us is wrong. I just don't know who anymore.